कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ाएंगे, सबको सिखाएंगे कैंपेन इज़ एन एक्सलेंट इनिशिएटिव विद आई एग्जाम बी एंड आई urge you all to be a part of this campaign and take the benefit of all the recent and the most important concepts from law that we are discussing at Legal B. So please take benefit of it, and along with this there are short quizzes with each video. So आप वो solve करके आपकी conceptual clarity को immediately test भी कर सकते हैं. What else can you get better than this? So I would urge everybody go through these videos and take benefit of it. आज का वीडियो में हम लोग इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ जुडिशरी के बारे में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. दिस इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक. नाउ डेज इन द करंट न्यूज़ ऑल्सो वी आर seeing a lot about judicial decisions. We are also seeing certain aspects relating to judicial overreach, judicial activism. इस पर कई सारे views हैं. But what we are going to do in this video, we are going to have information about the concept of independence of judiciary and how this has been guaranteed to us in India, in the Indian scenario. So stay tuned. Welcome to iExamB, and don't forget to subscribe and stay updated with all such kind of videos. If you have any queries or you want us to bring any particular video on any current legal GK or any concept which you have doubts on, you can write to us at hello@iexamb.com या फिर आप इस वीडियो के कमेंट सेक्शन में भी लिख सकते हैं. You can call on the number available on the screen, and also you can visit our website for more details, www.iexamb.com. Independence of judiciary is a very important concept. Why it is so important? For that, first let us throw some light on separation of powers. You all know that in India we don't have a rigid separation of powers. We don't have it in watertight compartments in India. Separation of powers separates the concentration of power. Basically, it is against concentration of power in the hands of any tyrannical leader. We are in a democratic country, so we have three organs of the government: legislature, executive, and judiciary. Out of that, the judiciary has been emphasized to be important, to be independent. So why is it so important that judiciary should be independent? Is it that judiciary is going to misuse its power if it is made independent? ऐसे कई सारे सवाल हमारे मन में आते हैं. Then we also see judicial decisions, and we also see many articles that are coming on the point that whether this power is being misused, whether this power is being overreached, or the judiciary is becoming very active, or is it the need of the hour? But what is our point of concern over here? Our point of concern over here is that we have to focus on the mandate that has been made by constitution, which is actually a part of basic structure as well, that is independence of judiciary. Why we need it, that we will see right now, and we will not go on the debatable part right now because हमें concept से मतलब है. concept हमारा clear होना चाहिए, and exam point of view से भी हमें ये पता होना ज़रूरी है. पहले तो मैं आपको बता दूं that independence of judiciary is actually a concept that is coming from separation of powers only, and it says that for the efficient functioning of judiciary, it is a must that the judiciary should be independent, it should be impartial. Principles of natural justice भी तो यही कहता है that the judges should give their decisions without any kind of biasness. So if they are getting influenced by other organs of the government, then that is of course going to affect the independence of judiciary, and that is going to affect the rule of law also. ये भी मैंने आपके साथ कंसेप्ट ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया हुआ है कि रूल ऑफ लॉ कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है डेमोक्रेसी के लिए. सो ये सारे कंसेप्ट्स इंटर रिलेटेड है. So now we have understood that why independence of judiciary. Let us see the legal angle. Independence of judiciary is actually a sine qua non for democracy. Sine qua non for democracy in the sense democracy means judiciary is the savior. It is the interpreter of the constitution. And if anybody, any law suppose is made by the parliament which is going against the constitution, then Article 13 stops that and Supreme Court has the right to declare it as null and void as unconstitutional. So जुडिशरी के पास ये पावर है कि वो एग्जीक्यूटिव और लेजिस्लेटिव एक्शंस को कर्ब कर सकता है इफ दैट इज गोइंग अगेंस्ट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, that is against the law of land. So that is why if judiciary is independent, only then these things can be ensured to us as it is protecting the constitution. तो उसके लिए जुडिशरी का इंडिपेंडेंट होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. सो द बेसिक पर्पस ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ जुडिशरी इज दैट डायरेक्ट पर्पस या प्रॉक्सिमेट पर्पस की अगर हम बात करें तो द जजेस शुड बी एबल टू डिसाइड द डिस्प्यूट्स दैट आर कमिंग बिफोर देम according to law. They should interpret the law fairly. Constitution should be protected and they should not be influenced by any other factors. If suppose there is executive control on judiciary, then वहाँ पर tyrannical situation आ जाएगी. Democracy का कोई मतलब नहीं होगा. That is why we need independence of judiciary and that is why it is a sine qua non of democracy. Montesquieu has propounded the concept of independence of judiciary. Basically पहले Montesquieu ने separation of powers का concept दिया and actually independence of judiciary is an extension of this concept only. Separation of powers gives us three organs: legislative, executive and judiciary. अब इसमें अगर आप जुडिशरी की फंक्शनिंग की बात करोगे थोड़ा डिटेल में, then you will come up with the concept of independence of judiciary. So Montesquieu has propounded this concept and it is an extension of separation of powers. So you need to understand this particular relationship very clearly. So constitution की अगर हम बात करें तो here DPSPs, that is the directive principles of state policies, are going to be very important because explicitly in the constitution we have a provision for independence of judiciary. इस ये हमारे मन में सवाल आ सकता है that what is this concept? Is it discussed in the constitution somewhere or not? So you will find कि ये constitution में DPSPs में cover किया गया है. Article 50 separates the judiciary from the executive. It says that there has to be a clear separation between executive and the judiciary. जो हमें हमेशा से democracy का एक we can say founding pillar यही रहा है that you should always separate. You should never allow concentration of too much of power in the hands of the executives, क्योंकि executives के हाथ में direct control होता है policy making का and ruling, rather the power of ruling. So their role is very active in nature. So that has to be separate from the judiciary or else that will turn into tyranny. So that's why we have a provision in the constitution for separation of judiciary from the executive. And also if you will interpret all the provisions of the constitution in all the demarcations of separation of powers, you will find that judiciary has been kept aloof from parliament and the executive. So also DPSPs, which are directions to the state that the state shall take steps to separate judiciary from executive in public services as well. So that is a very important mandate. And last but not the least, it is also a part of basic structure of the constitution. Basic structure of the constitution आप लोगों को पता ही होगा, very important part. उसमें भी independence of judiciary आता है and separation of powers. ये concepts basic structure का part हैं. So if it is a part of the basic structure of the constitution, then of course it is very very inevitable for our democratical existence. केशवानंद भारती के केस में बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर को डिटेल में डिस्कस किया गया है, वहाँ पर आप जाकर एक बार इसके बारे में पढ़ सकते हो. एंड केशवानंद भारती केस में बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर में और कौन से प्रिंसिपल्स आते हैं वो भी चेक कर लीजिएगा. एंड डोंट you can actually download the PPT of this particular video that I am discussing with you. ये आपको रेडी रेफरेंसर की तरह काम में आएगा. ये सारे PPTs आप डाउनलोड करके रख सकते हो. जितने भी कंसेप्ट्स हैं CPSS दैट इज कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ाएंगे, सबको सिखाएंगे, मैं हम आपके साथ डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. try to make short notes of these PPTs with you. You can download them very easily. You can take printouts of them and keep it with you as a ready reference for all these important topics. And also you have a quiz with every video. So take this short quiz and check your conceptual clarity. कोई भी doubts है, you can anytime come to us. Don't forget to subscribe. Prepare 50% faster with iExamB. Thank you everybody.